Stadium, Baton Rouge. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I was able to catch up with Coach Cumbie before the game. He understands the challenge at hand. Bringing this team in here to an SEC opponent, it is going to be a very big task at hand, but he knows his players want to show that they are just as good, maybe overlooked, not as highly recruited. He said he's got a very motivated squad on his hands today against the big boys. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and will be underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Tigers offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Handoff, Durham running left. LSU will get a first down. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physicality. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
The offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Levin. Fires to the middle. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, the offense is trying to attack the middle of the field. They're looking to hit that in route, but really good coverage there by the defense.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
How about the coverage by the defender on that throw? It was as if he knew where the ball was going to go. He practically ran the route for the wide receiver before swatting it away.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. So Louisiana Tech's offense will now get its first chance with the football. yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give is to Miller. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Balls and fired complete. And he should have enough for a Louisiana Tech first down.
And this is the beauty of getting in these third down and manageable situations. It makes it so much easier for an offense. Now you can run your RPO game, and everybody has to respect that run. I read it. He reads it correctly, spits it out on the perimeter right now. Your guy does the rest of the work. Nice third down execution.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To the air on second down. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to pass, it's Levitt. The screen, he's got wheels. Turning it on. Made a defender miss. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And the one thing the D coordinator really harped on this week was tackling the catch. They knew this guy was going to get his touches, but they had to get him down and limit the yards after catch. They're not getting it done there. They've got to do a better job in the back end of getting tackles.
Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front of that defensive line.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. A spectacular one-hand grab. And he's rolled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Two-hand catches are preferable, not always necessary. Sticking the big mid up there and hauling it in.
And how about the play by the tight end, bailing his QB out? Because that was not a perfect throw, but he just stuck out that big paw and reeled it in.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. They've got the screen set up. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Off the play fake. Caught! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The run inside. It's Miller. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Right back to the well. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Dropping back, it's Baker. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Jones. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. In the red area, it's Durham. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. Just can't hook up for the completion.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, the defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right now.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him, just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you, don't be too aggressive.
He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Levin. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's a new era in Baton Rouge, obviously. Lane Kiffin is the head coach. Garrett Nussmeier gone. Sam Levitt comes in from the portal in ASU. And, David, I mean, does anybody not expect this offense to score 50 points a game and throw it up and down the field? I mean, you've got the match made in heaven, it seems like, between the play caller and the quarterback. This thing should be lights out, I think.
And Lane Kiffin always delivers, right? Like, he finds a way to have that spot and play at a high level. Sam Levitt, we've seen some highs, man. We've seen him go to the college football playoff, but he kind of reminds me of Jackson Dart. He's got that toughness, that ability to run the football. So this match together, this is why Lane Kiffin was brought in, and this is why the LSU fans are jacked up.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you gotta secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quick strike complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Here's a give to Durham. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's got it again. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
QB draw. LSU will get a first down.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in third and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on third down.
Off the play fake on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's got an open man. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the Louisiana Tech sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up at the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
That's caught. It's Finley. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wilkerson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snagged out of the air. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That guy might not be the tallest wide receiver in the world, but he sure is quick coming out of his break, and he shows you on that slant throw.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The run inside. It's Brooks. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Tigers sideline, the offense is getting ready to take the field right now, but they have been patting the defense on the back, patting guys on the helmet, saying, get that ball back for us. We are going to make them pay. This defense has kept their offense right in it. There's a ton of chemistry and excitement down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. They'll start on the ground with Dura.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Might as well stick with him. Plows through the defense. He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough for the first down at the 14-yard line, and no matter what happens on this drive, just getting out of jail in your own end is a win.
I think one thing LSU fans want to see right out the gate with this Lane Kiffin offense, can we get some balance? Durham's been here for a couple of years. You've seen some high moments, Palmer, but like they need to get this run game going. They brought in a bunch of offensive linemen in the portal, and especially a big boy over there at left tackle. Interested to see if they can get that run game going.
And they should be able to get it going too at LSU, because when you think about Lane Kiffin.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see. Defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Levin. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. Get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Pulls and fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Finley. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Working that left side now. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Louisiana Tech trying to move the chains on 4th down.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
He'll do it himself. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Fires to the right. Got a man. It's Brown. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. The give to Caden Durham. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. LSU lining up 1st and goal. They'll run it with Caden Durham. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. The play action fake. Deflected near the end zone.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
They'll try it again after the incomplete pass on 3rd and goal from the 3. To the air, it's Levitt. Here's a heat. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open, I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to bring it back. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Bringing the heat. Buried before he completes.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third down, here's Durham. Makes it past the marker. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 7 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Buckeyes getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now over to your game at Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in Baton Rouge.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Louisiana Tech's head coach told me at the half, his quarterback not typically one to turn it over like this. He has an opportunity right now taking the field on offense to start the third quarter. He said ball security has to be at the top of the mind. Slow down, take what the defense gives you, and make sure we're holding on to the football. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run the counter, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throwing right. Got him downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running inside, it's Booth. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understanding they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football.
He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Meadow on the end zone, he's got it.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
Now they'll line up for... We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Dropping back, it's Baker. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score.
Number 43, set to kick off.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here.
Wide 53! Wide 50! Wide in the end!
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Throw to the right side, that's Wilson. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect, I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
Got a little grass. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Caden Durham again. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Levitt. Going to try to get it himself. Runs through a tackle. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. What a grab with one hand.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He's got it on the move. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced.
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good. It put 1 more on the lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Dropping back, it's Baker. Got a man, it's Finley. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. That's a great start to this second half. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let them do the rest, right? Flip it to them, let them get outside, let them run the football, make a big gain. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to him and get him on the perimeter.
Hauls it in. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Now the play fake. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They just keep firing. The throw to the outside is complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
Wants to throw. It's Baker. Finds a man in the middle. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball, I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. He wants to throw it. Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try.
31, Louisiana 14. Number 43, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Down here on the LSU sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you guys.
All right, Holly. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Hand off to Jones. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have been impressive. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Levin. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Gets the back moving. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Complete downfield. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
He leaves it with his back. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
All right, that's a play that I'd like to see the quarterback just take off and run it himself. And I love his mindset. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to throw this. We're going to get this 1st down. I have a play. But sometimes you just got to know, man, at this point, I'm out here on the perimeter. It's just me and these defenders one-on-one. I've got to trust in my speed and my athleticism to go make this work.
Looking downfield, it's Levin. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
The give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion.
Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Well, he was trying his best to get out of the end zone, but the penetration up front is what got that safety for the defense. Shooting their gaps, winning the one-on-ones. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch. Lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Makes his man miss. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They go right back to him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Basic. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Hall. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Right back to the well. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the counter play. Hard running there. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On the ground with the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off to Jones. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They give it to him again. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. The door looked slammed shut in this one, but that last interception may be just the slightest crack in opening here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Looking to throw, it's Baker. Makes the grab. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Finds his man. It's Finley. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
It's complete.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Sends it back in motion. Just keeps slinging it. Looking left. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ballgame, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to... There he goes! And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go right back to the run. He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are. what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.